The mistake that all of you are making when you get into trouble is you are taking loans from your 401k. That is the biggest mistake you can make, bar none, right now. Why? If you lose your job, all loans are due and payable, the outstanding balance, usually within 30 to 60 days. If you do not have the money to repay them, guess what? You will owe ordinary income taxes on the amount that was outstanding and a 10% penalty on it as well. Why would you do that to yourself? Makes no sense. Also, money in a 401k, you have never paid taxes on that money. When you take a loan out, you have to pay it back every single month with money you have already paid taxes on. You have after-tax money now going back into a 401k where no money has been taxed. It all goes into the same pot so that later on in life, when you take out the money, you will pay taxes on it again. You have volunteered for double taxation. What are you thinking? Are you kidding? That was a Suze Orman show moment, just so you know. Right? Next, everybody. For those of you who have children and you're thinking that you need to fund their college education, I'm asking you, before you take care of them, please take care of yourself financially speaking. They'll be okay, but they're only going to be okay if you're okay. So don't take out loans or don't take out credit cards or don't take out things and, totally destroy your future just so that your kids could go to school. You have to teach your kids it's okay that mommy and daddy have to take care of themselves first. They have to get good grades, and you have to teach them the same thing. I can get a scholarship. I can get my own financial aid. I can do this. I can do that. I can work my way through school. That's the message that you have to give your children as well if you're not in the position to take care of yourself. The stock market here. I know the stock market is going up right now. I know all of you feel great about it. The stock market is not the economy. They are very, very different animals. I'm not sure anymore, to tell you the truth, what makes the market go up and what makes the market go down. It's all too confusing. But I do know this, that if you're 20, 30, 40 years of age, you have 20, 30, 40 years before you need this money. This is one of the greatest things that has ever happened for you. When the market is down, if you just continue to invest every single month in good quality, either mutual funds, exchange-traded funds, individual stocks, my preference for you would be exchange-traded funds and or individual stocks if you have enough money that pay you a good dividend yield, a safe dividend yield, a dividend where it's not going to be taken away or decreased, and possibly even you're looking at 4, 5, 6%, don't go a lot higher than that, then you are building in a cushion that if this market decides to turn around and go back down again, at least you're being paid to wait. But if you can put little amounts of money in every single month, and if the markets were to stay down here, the money you put in buys shares. The lower the price goes, the more shares you buy. The more shares you have, eventually, years from now, when the market goes up, and maybe you'll need it, you'll be one very, very happy person if you just stick with it. For those of you, however, who need your money next year, the year after that, maybe you're retiring, something that is not money that belonged in the stock market, it never did belong, it never will belong. As these markets have skyrocketed here, I suggest to you, if you needed to get out of the market, watch what's happening with the market here for just a little bit, but then I would exit as you see these markets have topped out. But stick with them for now because they seem like they want to go, but anything can turn on a dime. So many things that you need to know, but here's the bottom line for all of you. You all have the power within you to change your own situation and really help yourself out. And when you help yourself out, you are helping everybody else that you know. So I ask you to really own those words. What words do I want you to own? Ladies, stand up for a second. Stand up for a second. I want you, gentlemen, you can stand up too. Right. I want you to look to the person next to you, and I want you to decide who's going to go first. And I want you to look at that person, and I just for 1 second want to come into your bodies. I want you to pretend you are a little Suze Orman, and I want you to look to the person next to you, and I want you to say, I am a powerful woman. And then I want the person who you said it to look back to you and say, I am a powerful woman. And men, you can say it and feel what it feels like to be a woman for 1 second. Are you ready? Who's going to be the first? Choose it. I want to hear power out there, ladies. Go. Yeah. That's it, ladies. Sit on down for a second, and I'll wrap this right up for you. That's how it should feel. That's how it should feel. And when you find yourself being a wimp, you remember that I'm going to come into you and say to you, don't short sell yourself. Be the powerful women that you were born to be, because that is how it is supposed to be. You know, years ago, I was asked a question that literally changed my life by a teacher who happened to be a woman. And she looked at me and she said, Suze Orman, how do you deceive yourself? And I thought, oh, okay, here we go. And I tried to answer that question. I said this, I said that, I said this, I said that. Nothing I said was the right answer. And I said to her, can you just give me the answer? So before I give you the answer she gave me, I'd like you just to think for 1 second. Ladies, how do you deceive yourselves? How do you deceive yourselves? The answer that she gave me, which is your answer as well, was this. You deceive yourself by thinking that you are not perfect. So where did I take that, and where should you? I ask you to think about this. You are perfect no matter who you are, your job title, how much money you have in the bank, in your retirement accounts, whether you're working, whether you're not working, whether you're in a relationship, whether you're not. You're perfect regardless of the house you live in, the car you drive, or the schools you send your children to. And if perfection is the starting point of the soul, which it is, can you imagine what is possible in your life if you could just live by the fact that you are perfect, you are powerful, you are meant to be that which you want to be, and the only obstacle in your way, is your own thoughts, are your own words, are your own actions. Nobody is keeping you down. You are not a victim to your circumstances. You ladies are powerful, perfection, exactly made the way that you are meant to be. If you can take that away and understand your own power, you then can start to take action in your own life. Do the right things with money. Always do what's easy. Always do what's right versus what's easy. And you can change this world. Because why, ladies? What are you? Powerful. May God bless each and every one of you. May financial freedom always be on your doorsteps. And may you watch the Suze Orman Show every Saturday night on CNBC.